Welcome to Yoga Fusion. Today we're going to do a warm-up, and then we'll do some vinyasa flow to build some heat, get some cardiovascular endurance built up. We'll switch and do some of our high-intensity training using some dumbbells for strength. We'll cool down and stretch at the end. Today I have 3 dumbbells, but you only need one, really. I've got a heavier one to use in our first round, but I could use the medium one just as easily. And I've got 2 medium ones, but that's more for, I only need one for the actual exercise. I've got one to hold on to as a handle, which I'm going to go over that before we actually start the high intensity block so we can see how we're going to use the weights today. Let's start seated, finding a comfortable position. Let's take a moment to just rock back and forth on our sits bones and equalize the pressure on them. We'll stack our spine tall. We'll roll our shoulders up and back and down. Try to lift your sternum. Sort of shine your chest forward. Press the crown of your head up toward the ceiling. So you're lengthening your spine. Let's close our eyes. Just bring awareness to our breath for a moment. Just observing the inhales and exhales of the breath. And we'll do centering breath today. Centering breath is 2 normal breaths. And then a deep inhale, and a big exhale, and then back to 2 normal breaths. And just following this pattern, 2 normal breaths, and then a deep inhale and exhale. At your own pace. When you finish your next round of centering breath, just go back to breathing normally. Let's make our next inhale deep through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth, seal the lips, and focus on breathing in and out through the nose using Ujjayi breath to build heat. Ujjayi breath is that breath that sounds like Darth Vader. Make a light constriction in the back of your throat so you can hear your own breath in the back of your throat. Let's open our eyes. Let's bring our fingertips down to the floor. Again, lift the sternum, slide those shoulder blades down, stack your spine nice and tall. Draw your abs in. Inhale, lifting, thumbs pointing back. Exhale, pressing down, thumbs pointing forward. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, press down. Up. Next time, just the right arm up and over. Then the left arm, inhale up, exhale down, inhale right, exhale left, up and down. Just flow it. We'll change it the next time we lift the right arm, bring it out to the side. We'll exhale and cross over. Inhale to open, exhale to cross and open. For 3, inhale, open. 2, inhale, open. 1, inhale, open. Exhale and float that hand back down to the floor. Let's inhale the left arm up. Exhale to cross. Inhale to open. Exhale to cross. Inhale to open. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Next time, we're going to bring that hand back down to the floor. Let's just switch the cross of our legs. And we'll sweep the right hand behind the back and bring the left hand to the right thigh. Inhale to stack the spine tall. Exhale to take your gentle twist to the right. Let each inhale bring you taller up into your spine. Let each exhale take you farther into your twist as it's available to you today. Perhaps looking over the shoulder. Relaxing back to center. Now sweeping the left hand behind, Crossing the right hand to the left thigh, inhaling nice and tall. Exhaling, taking our gentle twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. And again, perhaps looking over the shoulder. And relaxing back to center. Let's come forward onto our hands and knees. With our wrists under our shoulders and our knees under our hips, we can also make fists for wrists here. First, drawing the abs in, sliding the shoulder blades down the back, then lifting the sternum and tailbone to look forward for cow pose. Exhaling to scoop the abs, curling in for cat pose. Really mobilizing the spine here. Inhale, lift, look forward. Exhale, scoop it in. Lift it forward. Continue at your own pace, following your own breath. Let the inhales and exhales tell you when to move. The exhale tells you to scoop. The inhale tells you to lift. When you finish your next round, come back to neutral spine, and we'll just sway our hips from side to side. Coming back to stillness, let's circle those hips now, like barrel roll. So go into cow and then shift your hips to one side, scoop into cat, and shift your hips to the other side. Rolling around for 3, 2, and 1, and reversing for 3. From side to side and from cat to cow for 2, and 1. Coming back to neutral. Now let's slide the right foot back and curl the toes under. Resting on the ball of the foot so we can just rock on that foot and loosen up that calf, mobilize the ankle joint, help stretch out the sole of your foot. Now we'll float that right foot up and over the left foot. We'll look over the left shoulder. We'll rock it diagonally. And we'll float that right foot straight out behind us. Nice and active leg, foot is flexed. We can extend the left arm forward. Coming into spinal balance. You want to activate your core, that Uddiyana Bandha, and your abdominals to help you stabilize here. We'll come back down to hands and knees. Now sliding our left foot back, curling our toes under, and rocking. Loosening calf, touching out the sole of the foot, and mobilizing the ankle joint. And then floating that left foot up and over the right foot, looking over the right shoulder, rocking here. And then floating that left foot straight out behind, extending the right arm forward for spinal balance. Again, drawing the navel in, activating that Uddiyana Bandha, core lock. Come back down to hands and knees. Let's slide our hands forward for puppy pose. Bringing the forehead down toward the mat. Now we shift forward to our forearms for baby cobra. Now we float the hips up and back to puppy pose. We shift to baby cobra. We float back the hips to puppy pose. We shift to baby cobra. We float the hips up and back for puppy. Let's sit back into child's pose. Bringing our toes together, keeping our knees wide, sinking our hips down to our heels. Feeling that nice length in your lower back. Child's pose is always available to you for relaxation, for rest, for recovery. Let's ground our hands into the mat now, or floor. We'll spread our fingers. We've got the heel of our palm grounded, the knuckles of our palms grounded, our fingertips pressing down. And we'll inhale to lift to a kneeling plank with straight hips. We'll exhale to push back to child's pose. Inhale to kneeling plank. Exhale to child's pose. Kneeling plank. And child's pose. Take a breath or two here. We'll add on to that. We'll inhale to kneeling plank. We'll exhale to kneeling chaturanga. Inhale back to plank. Exhale back to child's pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Note that the shoulders don't go below the elbows here. Exhale, back up. Sit. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And we'll come back to child's pose. We'll begin to slowly walk our hands in toward our knees so we can sit up. We'll curl our toes under. We'll roll back into the balls of our feet. And we'll inhale to straighten our legs, coming into forward fold. We'll exhale to sink down. I have my feet about hip width apart. You can have yours closer together if that's your practice. Hip width apart is a more stable stance. Closer together is a more challenging stance. You get to choose. Let the head hang. Let's bring the right hand to the left elbow, the left hand to the right elbow for ragdoll. Now your knees can be soft here, so you're just folding over your thighs. Feel free to nod your head yes or shake your head no to release any tension in your neck. And sway your arms in and out or side to side, releasing your back. Then we'll let the fingertips come back down toward the floor. And we'll inhale to come to a halfway lift, coming to a flat back, so your spine is parallel to the floor. You're welcome to rest your hands on your thighs, sliding shoulder blades down the back, drawing the abs in, lengthening the spine. You want to keep your gaze down for the most part so that your neck is also in line with your spine. You're going to want to look up occasionally to see what's going on, but that's okay. But for the most part, your gaze is down. Let's inhale and exhale back to forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Our next inhale, we'll sweep our arms and rise up. Come through heart center, bring our hands down to our sides with our palms facing out with starfish hands. Let's keep the whole body nice and active now. Let's rock back and forth and ground into our feet. Let's lift our toes and roll them down one at a time so we're really anchored into the floor. Calves are active, thighs are active, thighs are pulling kneecaps up. Your abs are drawing in, your sternum is lifted. Imagine energy flowing up the front of your body, and down the back of your body, sliding your shoulder blades down, sliding your sacrum down so you're tilting your pelvis. You're bringing your pelvis to level. Often we have our pelvis somewhat tilted forward. You slide that sacrum down, you can levelize it, bring length to the lower back. Arms are active, and the fingers are active. It's not just standing, it's reaching out through your fingertips. Let's inhale to sweep up, exhale to press down. Inhale, sweep. Keep those shoulders packed, please. Inhale. Next time, we're just going to bring the right arm up. And we're going to inhale to lift up to that right side of the body. And you can just do a straight up lift here from the lateral flexion here. You can inhale and exhale and take a slight bend over. But still finding that length first. So it's lengthening first and then extending from one side. Using breath to open up, expand the ribs here. Perhaps sinking deeper as we exhale. Inhaling to rise back up, exhaling down. Let's inhale the left arm up into the air. An option to exhale and reach over. We expand as we inhale and we sink as we exhale. Let's inhale to rise back up, exhale to bring that arm down. Let's inhale to sweep both arms up. Exhale to soften our knees and swan dive, arms out to the side, knees soft, coming back into our forward fold. Inhaling to lift halfway, exhaling to fold, inhaling to rise, exhaling to swan dive, nice soft knees here. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold, inhale, rise. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Let's push our hips back and sink into chair pose. Still keeping that nice length in the spine. Still sliding shoulder blades down the back. Opening the front body. Let's flow through chair a couple of times. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, we'll come through heart center. Inhale to rise. Perhaps become a little deeper and rise. Let's come back to our swan dive. Inhale. Exhale, soften your knees. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale through heart center, through chair. Inhale, rise. Swan dive. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, rise. Through chair. And rise. Let's come back to heart center. Let's take a big step back. The left foot first today. We can hang out here. We can keep our hands at heart center. We can open the cactus arms. We can extend our arms up. Bend that back knee and straighten that leg a couple of times just to do a little strength there. Let's bring that back knee down to the mat now. Uncurl the toes. We'll frame the front foot. Let's ground into our left hand. That's the hand on the inside of your foot. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Next inhale, we'll sweep the right arm up. Twist. Couple of breaths here. Opening, expanding the chest. Relaxing back down. Let's curl those toes back under. Rise back up to crescent lunge. Step forward. Then step the right foot back. Choice of arms, still your choice. Back knee can bend and extend. We'll lower that back knee down. We'll uncurl the toes. We'll frame the front foot. We'll ground into the right hand. Again, it's the hand inside the foot. Lengthen the spine. On your next inhale, sweep the left arm up. Try to expand your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And breathe. Bring it back down. We'll step the left foot forward. Actually, we'll curl the toes back under, sorry. We'll rise up. First to crescent. Then we'll step forward. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale to chair. Inhale, rise. Heart center. We'll step back. The left foot again. Into crescent lunge. Again, you have the option to drop to your knee here. Bring our hands to our forehead and lift the arch back and come forward. Inhale to lift. Exhale forward. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Come back up. We'll step the left foot forward. Big step back with the right foot. Again, you have that option to keep the knee up or to lower the knee down. Bring our prayer hands to our forehead. Inhale to open, back bend. Exhale, put the knee forward. The crunch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Let's rise back up. Step that back foot forward. Inhale to sweep up. Exhale to swan dive. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Come to chair. Inhale, rise. Come back to heart center. Take a big step back with the left foot. Now let's bring our hands down, framing that front foot. Now let's straighten that front leg and push back. And shift forward. And push back. And forward. For 3. For 2. For 1. Let's step the left foot forward. Let's inhale to rise. Let's exhale to heart center. Take a big step back with the right foot. We'll frame the front foot. We'll straighten that front leg. We'll lunge forward. We'll straighten that leg. And lunge. For 3. For 2. For 1. Let's step the right foot forward. Here we are in forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to sweep. Exhale through chair. Inhale, rise. Heart center, step back with the left foot. Frame the foot. Sweep the right arm up. Bring it down. Step forward. Let's rise. Let's step back with the other foot. Let's frame the foot. Let's open up. Let's exhale down. Let's come to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale through chair. Inhale, rise. Heart center. We'll step back with the left foot. We'll inhale to lift up. We'll exhale to fold forward. We'll inhale to lift. We'll step up. Right foot back. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, foot forward. Inhale, lift. Step up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale through chair. Inhale, rise. Heart center. Left foot back. Frame it. Straighten it. Bend it. Step up. Right foot back. Straighten. Bend. Step up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale through heart center, through chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale back to heart center. Let's take a wide stance now, with our feet turned out. Our knees pointing toward our toes. Packing our shoulders, lifting our sternum, inhaling to reach. Exhaling for moonflowers. Inhale and exhale. Let's add on to this. Inhale. As we exhale, let's cross our arms and open and cross and open. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Cross and open. Cross and open. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Cross, open, cross, open. Let's do sunflowers now. We'll exhale and scoop down, gathering flowers in our arms and then rising back up. Exhale, we're going to swoop down, scoop up those flowers, rise up. Swoop, scoop, and swoop. Let's rise up. Bring our arms behind our back and roll our shoulders back. Just turn our feet parallel now. Let's slide the shoulder blades down our back, lift the sternum, interlace fingers behind your back. Try to press palms together. Push knuckles down toward the floor, lift the chest up toward the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Let's come to a flat back. A halfway lift here in our wide stance. We can slide our shoulders down again, resetting those shoulder blades. We can hang out here, or if we like, we can go deeper, releasing down toward the floor, raising arms up off the back. Using sinking breath, inhale and exhale, trying to go deeper into our fold. Let's release our fingers down to the floor. And let's just trace an infinity sign with our fingers. And then switch directions. It's like a sideways figure 8. Come back to stillness. Let's ground the right hand under your nose. Inhale the left arm up. Keeping that spine long. Breathe. Bring that left hand down under your nose. Inhale the right arm up. Long spine. Breathe. Open. And bring that hand down. Let's walk our hands over to our right foot. Sink onto the right leg and flex the left foot. Breathe. Let's walk over to the left foot and flex the right foot. Sink and breathe. Come back to the right foot, flex the left. Come back to the left, flex the right. Let's come back to the right. Let's walk our hands over to that foot and drop down to a lunge here. We're going to walk the left foot back, opening the hip for Anjaneyasana. Let's bring hands to thigh, stack your spine and lift, and then try to sink forward and down. And breathe. Inhale and exhale to sink deeper. Now we'll shift back to Hanumanasana, our half split. Keeping the spine long, folding the chest down toward the thigh for hamstring stretch. Shifting forward, lifting up the chest, opening up. This is your left leg stretching. Your hip flexors and quadriceps. A couple of breaths. Give some time for the muscles to release. And then press back to your hamstring, stretching your right leg. Inhale the spine long. Exhale, fold the chest down. Let's rise up and bring that right leg back. We'll step the left foot forward. You can walk the right toes back a little bit if you need to open that hip more. Hands to left thigh, rise up. Lifting chest, sinking forward and down. Anjaneyasana. You feel that stretch in your right leg now, in your quads and hip flexors. Your back leg is what you're stretching. If you don't get a stretch, you might want to walk your foot a little further back if you can. Shifting back, flexing the foot, lengthening spine and hinging forward, folding chest toward thigh. Shifting forward once more, hands to thigh, lift up, sink forward. And we'll press back one more time. Long spine, hinging the hips, folding into it. All right. Bring that leg back, take a breath. Before we get into our toning portion, I want to show you something in the second block because there's a few options there and there's never a lot of time when the music starts going, so I want to show you the options for the second block now. We're going to be on our hands and knees as one option. We're going to be doing a row with one arm, but you might find it helpful to have a second dumbbell just to hold as a handle. So one option is just to be here and to row. Another option is to extend the opposite leg back and row. And a third option, pause this for a second, it's about to go crazy. Oh, no it's not, we got time. Third option is called a renegade row. It's basically a plank. You want to have your feet wide here. You can lift and row in your plank position. So those are three options that we'll do in our second block. You can pick one. Again, the basic option is just to be in your hands and knees and lift here, or you can raise the opposite leg, or you can go into your renegade row if you like. From that, we'll go into a low lunge or a shoulder press, and then repeat. So that's our second block. Our first block, we're just going to use one weight to do forward folds and squats and side bends. So go ahead and grab yourself a drink of water. Grab yourself whatever dumbbell you want to use. Just one dumbbell for the first block. There will be 3 blocks, by the way. Go ahead and stand up. Come to mountain pose. Hold that weight in front of you. Roll your shoulders back. What I find helpful when doing a deadlift is to pull up against the weight. Don't just let the weight hang, but give a little resistance. Pull it up. That'll keep your shoulders engaged, keep your chest lifted. What we don't want to see is this, rounding forward. So pulling back helps you keep those shoulders active, keep a nice long spine. We're doing hip hinge down to flat back and rising back up. Not rounding the back at all, just coming to forward fold, flat back. All right? Here we go. We have 20 seconds of this. Work at your own pace. Inhale down, exhale up. Keep that nice long spine, shoulders back and down. Bend and extend. Come all the way up each time. Goblet squat. Grab your dumbbell. Come to your stance, your moonflower stance. Squat. Go. Knees pointing toward the toes. Bend and extend. Take the weight in your right hand for side bend, hipless stance. Pack your shoulders. Keep your left arm up. Go. You're working the obliques on the left side of your body. Work at your own pace. Switch hands. Pack your shoulders. Flexing to the left side. Go. Working the right side. Working the obliques. Back to forward fold. Pack your shoulders, pull back against your weight, keep your spine nice and long, hinge from hip crease. Go. Goblet squat. Widen your stance, knees pointing toward the toes. Go. Keep breathing. Spine stacked, shoulders back and down. Side bend. Let's go to the right hand first. Pack the shoulders. Left arm up. Go. Let those left side muscles work. Final round. Other side. Go. Recover. You have time for a very quick drink. We're going to come down to hands and knees. We've got those options I showed you for your rows. Let's review. You can just row from here. You can extend one leg back. Or you can come into, and if you do this one, you got to have a wide stance with your feet. the renegade rows. Go. Switch sides. Go. Bring your right foot forward to lunge. Rack your right weight here. Overhead press. Go. Left foot forward. Weight in the left hand. Rack it. Go. Back to rows. Go back to the side you started on. Go. Pull right up to your side. Keep your elbow close. Switch sides. Go. Right foot forward. Rack your right hand. Press. Go. Getting our deltoids here. Switching sides.
Final round.
Rack the shoulders, rack the weight. Go. Press it.
Recover.
Let's do our flies and chest presses next. Actually, we'll do chest presses only today with one weight. So, I'm going to try these in a supine staff pose. If this isn't working for you, you might try putting a blanket or towel under your hips, or you could just do tabletop knees. Take the weight in your right hand. I want you to ground your shoulder blade into the floor. We're going to do one arm chest press. Go. Lower and lift. Bend and extend. Switch hands. You can rest your legs for a second if you want to. Round shoulder blades. Go. Bend and extend. Down and up. Lower and lift. Working your pectoralis major. Tabletop knees. Grab the dumbbell with both hands. Bring it up. We're going to do pull-over double leg stretch combination. Inhaling out. Exhaling in. Go. The lower your legs go, the harder it is. So you've got to work in the range that works for you. Focus on your abdominals, on your Uddiyana Bandha. Draw those abs in. Keep them braced. Put the weight down for crisscross. Fingertips behind the ears. Twist one shoulder toward the opposite knee and extend the same side leg. And switch. Go. Second sets of chest press. Grab weight with your right hand. Go. Lower and lift. Switch hands, last set of chest press. Ground your shoulder blade. Get ready. Go. Bend your knees. Grab the dumbbell with both hands. Pull over, double leg stretch. Go. Lengthen and lift. Out and in. Draw that navel into your spine. Feel how your abs connect your ribs to your pelvis. Make it tight and flat. Weight down. Round. Crisscross. Fingers behind the ears, elbows wide. Twist the opposite knee. Extend the arm. And switch. Recover. Let's hug those knees into the chest. Let's have each hand grab one knee and stir like egg beaters. Reverse direction. Let's plant our feet a little wider than our hips, letting our knees fall in, and then windshield wipering our knees from side to side. Breathe. Let's hug those knees in. Let's rock ourselves up. Let's come to some kind of a comfortable seat. I'm going to do Thunderbolt here today, sitting on my heels. Roll the shoulders back, interlace the fingers, push the knuckles down, lift the chest up. Get a deltoid stretch here. You can lift the arms up off the back and press the chest forward. open the front body a little bit more. Let's release that. Let's slide forward onto our bellies. We can stack our hands, resting forehead on hands, squeezing legs together, pointing toes, zipping up the thighs. Let's lift the legs off the floor just enough to engage the glutes and lower back. And breathe. And relax back down. Next, let's lift the hands, head, and shoulders off the floor, again, just enough to engage those back muscles, not trying to hyperextend here. Inhale, lift. Find your breath. Let's relax back down. We'll do this 2 more times. We have the option to do legs and then upper body again, or to do both together, or to do either one twice, or to rest. Your choice. Inhale to lift whatever you want to lift. Breathe. Relax down. If you're lifting both together, another option is to reach your arms back and imagine squeezing a beach ball behind your back. Inhale, lift. Let's relax back down. Let's bring our elbows under our shoulders, coming to Sphinx pose. You can have your forearms parallel and your palms down if you like. You can also take the option to interlace your fingers and make a triangle with your forearms. Either way. Our hips are sinking into the floor. Our torso is relaxed, so we're not engaging the back muscles or the abdominal muscles here. We're pushing down with our elbows and lifting the chest, trying to pull the rib cage forward away from the pelvis, so we get a nice stretch in the abdominals without straining the lower back. Should be no effort in the lower back at all. Let's relax. Let's push ourselves back to child's pose. Toes together, knees wide, hips are sinking, forehead coming down to the mat. Just bring your awareness to the lower back, and that sense of length, that sense that you're decompressing your spine and tractioning the muscles of the back. And we'll walk our hands in. Let's drop to one hip and swing our legs around, coming to Baddha Konasana. Your feet can be about the length, your heels can be about the length of one of your feet from your torso. We can go farther out for a more gentle stretch. Let's grab our ankles and stack the spine tall, then hinge forward, pressing the chest toward the feet, the long spine. Inhale to extend the spine, exhale to try to press deeper. Let's relax back up. Now we'll cross our legs in whatever style is comfortable for you. If you would like to get more hip opening, you can stack your shins for pigeon, trying to get your knee over your ankle and your ankle over your knee. But any cross leg you like is fine. Let's inhale nice and tall. Exhale, we'll release and round over for this one. We'll walk our fingertips forward. And you do want to take your time, especially if you're in pigeon. The body needs a chance to figure out that you're just stretching here. It's time to release the muscles, the ligaments, so you can relax down using your sinking breath. Folding your chest towards your shins, letting your head hang heavy. Just following your breath deeper as you can. And then walking our hands back in, sitting up, and whatever you were doing is great, just switch the cross. So the bottom leg comes on top, the top leg comes on bottom. We inhale tall, we exhale rounding forward, walking our fingertips out, again taking our time, releasing into it with the breath. Breathe and sink. Fold towards your shins. We'll walk our hands back in. We'll straighten out our legs this time. Staff pose. We can prop ourselves up with our hands. If we have a strap handy, we can wrap that strap around the balls of our feet. For starters, keeping the spine long, inhale tall. Exhale, just press the chest forward. Just till you feel a little bit of stretch in your hamstrings. Breathe and press. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Try to maximize this stretch with the spine long and tall. Your gaze should be straight forward. You're not looking down. You're not rounding over yet. You're lengthening up. And now we'll inhale and exhale, release and round over. Reaching for your shins, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Letting your head hang. And now sinking deeper to this forward fold. Sit up slowly. Let's slide our heels to the top of our mat. We're going to roll back down to the floor. You have a couple of choices. You can hold onto one leg and bring yourself down with control this way, or you can stack your spine, extend your arms forward, and then tuck your pelvis under. Try to roll down one vertebra at a time. Draw the knees in. Roll the legs in a circle 3 times one direction. Reverse direction. Let's release the right leg out and down. Bringing the right hand to the left leg, pulling the left leg over the body, keeping our shoulders grounded, extending that left arm out to the side, and turning the head to the left, melting into spinal twist. Relaxing back to center. Let's extend that left leg out, draw the right leg in. With your left hand, pull the right leg over, rolling onto your left hip. Keeping our shoulders grounded, extending the right arm out to the side. Let's turn the head to the right. And just breathe and melt into spinal twist. Relaxing back to center, drawing the knees in. Let's just rock a little bit here. Now bringing our arms inside the knees, we can grab the arch of the foot or the outside of the foot, moving to happy baby. Bring the soles of the feet up toward the ceiling, draw the knees down toward the floor. We're trying to stack the ankle over the knee. We're trying to bring the entire spine down onto the mat. And then rocking from side to side. And then coming to stillness, releasing our legs out and down. Taking up as much space on the mat as we like, floating the arms down with our palms up. Let's close our eyes. Let's begin to look for any tension in the body and make any adjustments we need to make so we feel we can relax. Maybe you need to adjust your head to soften your neck or lengthen your neck. Maybe you need to slide your shoulder blades up or down or adjust your hips so you feel completely comfortable, supported, and grounded. Let's just bring our awareness to our toes, just to feel the energy in the toes. You might feel the air against your skin. And then coming into your feet, just imagine that there's light in your body, traveling up through your ankles, your calves, might feel a tingling in your thighs, hips. Just feel that energy, that energetic body that resides inside your physical body. Through your torso, to your shoulders, down your arms to your fingertips, up through your neck, to your head. Just feel that sense of vitality in your entire body. And then bring your awareness back to your breath. Try to keep your focus on your breath. If any other thoughts wander along, it's fine. Just acknowledge them and let them pass. You'll come back to your breath and let it take you deeper into your Shavasana.
You can remain in Shavasana for as long as you like. And whenever you're ready, we'll deepen our breath. We'll wiggle our fingers and toes. Circle our wrists and ankles. Reverse directions. Now sweeping our arms up beyond our heads. Come to full body stretch, inhaling to reach out through fingers and toes, lifting the rib cage, stretching the abdominals. Exhaling to relax. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling to relax. Inhaling, extending out through fingers and toes, and relaxing. Now rolling onto one side, we can stack hip over hip and shoulder over shoulder, resting head on arm. And now with as little effort as possible, we press ourselves back up to our comfortable seat. Taking a moment to stack the spine, lift the sternum, roll the shoulders back, shine the chest forward. Just bring hands to heart center. Just take a moment to appreciate this beautiful day. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.